Welcome back. This is a crystal clear mind. Hello my beauties, how are you all doing out there? I am so looking forward to tomorrow's new moon. I love the feeling like I'm turning over a new leaf in these lunar phases. I get to reset my intentions. I get to use my little rituals to feel like I can be made new again. This is an awesome feeling, especially at times when things aren't perhaps where you would like them to be at that point, or if you've been going through a rough patch. So tomorrow, Saturday the 14th of October, we will see the new moon in Libra. And I want you to use this new moon energy to set your intentions for the phase ahead, working with the idea that the full moon is due in 2 weeks' time, where then you will use that lunar energy again to release all that no longer serves you and cut cords with what doesn't work for you. Now, the Libra energy is really harmonious and it's seeking balance, and it seeks that balance in all areas of your life. It's looking to make you aware of where you need to realign and bring back some balance also. So this new moon tomorrow falls on a solar eclipse, which will be seen in many areas across North and South America. And although it lasts for about 6 hours, the energy of that eclipse will be felt for about 3 days. Now, if you're like me and you're in the UK, you won't be able to see this, but energy is energy. And a solar eclipse is like a magnifying glass on the energy of the new moon. So it will be amplifying and enhancing what we already will be feeling. The Libra solar eclipse brings us motivation and inspiration to change the dynamics of our relationships that are in balance. This doesn't have to be as dramatic as that sounds. It is entirely up to your own individual circumstances, but that can be cutting ties with a toxic relationship. It could also be to motivate you to regain the correct and perfect balance with a loved one. You'll need to think and look deep to work out where the imbalances lie in your relationships, also bearing in mind that this doesn't necessarily refer to romantic relationships. So this could be with friends or with co-workers, family, your children, and so on. The Libra moon wants you to set your intentions with yourself in mind. It wants you to look at prioritizing yourself. Recognize and ponder on where perhaps you're giving too much of yourself and where you may not be receiving the same in return. Now, these imbalances occur all the time in any form of relationship, and they should have a natural flow up and down, with the balance changing at different periods. However, right now, what you need to look at is how an imbalance is causing more problems than it should. It also wants you to really focus and make it a time to decide what you need from others in order to feel supported and celebrated and held in your journey. You need to focus on how we want to show up in our relationships, but also how we want and how we expect others to show up for us too. So it's a perfect time to envision healthy and supportive relationships that honour our soul's path. Now, trying to make sure in any relationship that both people involved are having both of their soul's paths honoured can be really tricky. So look more for partners in your life that can walk their path whilst we walk ours alongside them. In our life, we will walk with some people for only part of our path. With some, we'll go completely separate ways, and some will be with us our whole lives. In this instance, we need to realize that not all goodbyes are dramatic and bad. We need to make our peace with them and just understand that some relationships, romantic and otherwise, just can come naturally evolving to its end or to its conclusion. Now, be a little wary of a fire within over this period. So Libra's ruling planet is Venus aspecting Mars, and the planet Mars brings an energetic charge to this eclipse that will inspire passionate changes in your life at a really high intensity. However, this fiery boost can also lead to rather dramatic outbursts, which in turn can make you say the wrong thing at the wrong time. Something I'm sure we are all familiar with doing. So make sure to really use what is in your toolkit and use Libra's energy to center yourself, balance yourself before you connect with others. Use this to help calm your energy and regulate those emotions before engaging with others also. Now, because Libra is in an air sign, really lean in to that air element. Use your breath work. Use your breath to ground and center yourself. Use that air element within your own body to really bring you back to center again before engaging with others. Feel the love of Venus in this alignment, which will help you to approach all situations from a place of love. But first, make sure that you work on the love that you have for yourself and the love that you have for your life and what's in your life. Now, if you're like me and you work with crystals in this lunar phase, I would suggest and recommend using clear quartz. This will provide you with harmony for your mind, your body, your soul, ensuring that you get all that you need. It also has the ability to cleanse and purify energy and clear away negative energy. The other one I would work with would be rhodonite for self-love, compassion, clearing away emotional wounds from the past. Also a great energy grounder that balances out your yin-yang. You can use unakite for balance. This will also even out your emotions and bring harmony to your life. And it helps to clear out the third eye chakra and allows for better clarity. So what do you guys do on the new moon? What are your rituals? On the new moon, I like to set my intentions. Now, truthfully, if I've got time, I will journal those intentions. I will write them down. It makes them more real, more tangible. But in the chaos of life, if I'm short on time, I just really think them and I feel them in my bones. I like to have a shower, at the very least, again, if I'm running out of time, or a bath if I've got more time than I hope for, to connect with that feminine energy, also with the water element, washing everything negative down the drain, quite literally. Then I like to make myself a cup of chamomile tea. Obviously, that could be any kind of beverage at all. That's just my favourite. Gets me a little dozy, makes me nice and cosy as well. And I do that after I've had a little self-care routine, post-bath or shower, which in all fairness is nothing impressive. It's usually just me putting on my lotions and potions, which is my face creams and my anti-aging eye gels. And again, if I've got a bit more time, I do a face mask or I give myself a little mini pedicure or manicure. Once I sit down with my tea, I use journaling prompts to get the flow going for thinking about how I want to be through this next phase. Perhaps what I want to achieve in the next few weeks or what I want to work on in the next few weeks. Something I do, and I'm going to be honest, I don't get to do it every single new moon, but I do a water ritual with a small glass of water with the intention in your mind of what it is you want in that phase, you partly fill a very small glass with water and you consider what you wish to let go of on the new moon. With this clearly in your mind's eye, throw that water down the sink and let it wash away. Much like the concept of how I have the shower or the bath and I let it all go down the drain. Then you fill this glass again, and this time in your mind's eye, hold the intention of what you wish to invite into this phase. And then you drink it all. Now, the first time I did this, I loved the concept of this ritual, but I filled a whole big glass, practically a pint, of drinking water. And then I realised, as I read further through this ritual, that I had to drink the whole lot in one go. So this is why I say to you, grab a small glass. Trust me, this comes from experience. It still works with a small amount. At the end of the day, it's not magic, it's just ritual. Now, it's a really interesting weekend that we've got here. Today is Friday the 13th. A day so associated with bad luck and terrible goings on, and yet truly it is a divine day full of divine feminine energy. The number 13 is so associated with this divine feminine energy. It's associated with rebirth, creation, and fertility. 13 is actually a really good number. There's 13 lunar cycles in a year, for instance. And Friday itself is a fab day. It's associated with Venus, who is all about creativity, love, and romance. Because there is an innate number of 12s in the world, completing and rounding things off, there's 12 days of Christmas, 12 months of the year, 12 zodiac signs, and so on. It considers that the number 13 is an incomplete number, therefore causing bad luck. So tonight, tap into that divine feminine energy. Feel sexy and gorgeous and wear something that makes you feel great. Bathe in water and make yourself smell amazing, something that makes you feel good, and bask in the moonlight. And then tomorrow comes the new moon, ready for you to set your new intentions and release all that no longer serves you, with the eclipse energy in tow, providing a magnifying and multiplying effect on all that you manifest and make up in your mind. So go forth, my beauties, enjoy this wonderfully energetic and powerful weekend. Rise up, reclaim this power, because you are powerful beyond measure. Until next time, take care.